So we're gonna keep climbing today. Hopefully with some handlock. Is our goal. Not quite sure how long I'm gonna play. Find out.
I will fight with honor. Your soul shall be mine.
The Paladin, there's two types of Paladin. There's control and aggro, and not many people play the control version anymore. So my hand's actually pretty good for both. Like I have Twilight Drakes if he's playing control, and I have Hellfire, Mortal Coil, and Molten Giant if he plays, and he only drew one card, so I'm assuming he plays like aggro in the last small minion, so I'm going to keep this entire hand. Also, I mean, Mortal Coil off of one of these guys, yeah, he's playing aggro, so we actually have a pretty good hand for this. I'm just going to pass turn 1. I'm kind of hoping on turn 2 he reinforces. Oh, no. We're going to ping that away, though. So we're hoping to get a taunt for our Molten Giant as quickly as possible. Grab that. Earthring Farseer is actually a really good draw. It's something that we can play on 3. It's going to make our Twilight Drake a little bit smaller, but actually getting minions on the board against an aggro with this deck is actually really solid. So that doesn't have charge either, so that's okay. Hellfire is going to be huge in this matchup too. Yeah, so like I said, so we have a lot bigger hand. Andy's only has three creatures out, so we're looking pretty solid. Plus we know we have removal for his entire deck at this point, so we're looking pretty good. I'm actually really surprised he's running that in his deck, but that's not. Oh wow, he's going. Okay, well, that happened. So I didn't actually. I'm kind of surprised he went for my face. I'm not gonna play Earthring again this turn just because we're gonna probably use Hellfire eventually. So I'm just gonna start pinging away minions and stuff. But the one thing we're still looking for is a taunt, really. So, could really use a taunt. Alright, now he's going to come at me. So we really want to get rid of this turn. So our best play is probably... He's got 4 mana, okay. Yeah, so we're going to run into this and then Hellfire. Yeah, so we're gonna run into this, and then Hellfire, and then drop the big guy. Next turn we can either heal 3 with the Farseer or 3 with the Siphon Soul. So probably the scariest thing you can play on 6 is the 4/2 charge, which we can Siphon its Soul and then just go for face. So we're pretty solid. We'd really like to draw a taunt, though, in the next turn. Oh, wow. Actually, if he has the... Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, so he's trying to just set me up for the final here. It's not terrible. I mean, it's not great, obviously. Yeah, so we're going to Siphon its Soul, because we can't let it do damage. If we hit this guy, it's going to take us to 4, so we might as well just get rid of him to start. Hopefully he doesn't have another weapon in his hand, and if he doesn't, we win. If he does, we lose. That's basically all it is. Or if he has the 4/2 taunt or charge. It's pretty unfortunate we didn't get any taunt. So he might have. Oh wow. We actually win. We'll win with 1 health, which is pretty hilarious. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. So we had 2 ways to win. We could Hellfire everything, go down to 1, and then Siphon Soul, but we'll just Leroy and heal. So that's actually not a great matchup, especially without drawing Taunt, but keeping the Mountain Giant was definitely the correct play to start, and probably most of the reason why we won the game in that situation. We're hoping to run into a bunch of Miracle Rogues, because that's the deck Handlock destroys the most. This is probably going to be, yeah. So this, if I had to guess, is probably going to be another, well, we can wait and look. He's your 2, which either means he's a really lucky Handlock or he's just drawing for aggro. We'll assume he's going to be aggro, so we're going to keep Molten Giant and Ancient Watcher and hopefully draw a Taunt. And then we have Molten Giant if he is actually Handlock, but I don't think he is. Hellfire is actually another really good, again, just like in last matchup, it's a very good thing to have in this matchup. Yeah, he's aggro. Oh, that's not great. It's not great because it's going to take him out of the damage range of Hellfire. Since we're not worried about, we're probably not even going to get to play Mountain Giant in this matchup since we're going to take so much damage. We're going to want to get out the Ancient Watcher in case we do draw a Taunt. What we're hoping happens is that he plays a minion and that it buffs the minion and not this guy. Oh, that's going to hurt. We want it to buff this guy and not this guy. So we're going to take 7. Alright, so that's pretty good RNG for us. Siphon Soul doesn't help, and we're hoping to draw a Taunt. Alright, that's really good for us. On 4, even if it does hit this guy or whatever minion, like, he's probably going to drop another minion. We want this buff to go here. Like, there's no other place we want it to go. If it go, well, or here. Like, we got like a 66% chance. Alright, that was the best it could have been for us. So we are just going to clear the board. Next turn, now we can play the Molten Giant with the Defender of Argus. So he's down to 19-2 because he was using all of the taunt stuff, or all of the damage to himself. So we're actually in a really, really good spot. And now we can still Siphon Soul to get damage too. He's probably going to bring both at this guy, which is okay. We don't really care. Oh, wow. Never mind. Well, while that looks really good, that's actually really bad for him because he doesn't. We have Siphon Soul, so. I mean, we can even Iron Beak Owl it, but it's definitely. Siphon Soul is definitely a better decision here. And then basically we win at this point. I'd be very surprised if he's running Siphon Soul in this deck. And even if he is, he would then have to clear this, and we'd be 1 mana short of everything. Yeah, so now he is dead for sure. Yep. So again, the Mountain Giants for the Handlock in these matchups are by far the most prevalent. That time we got a taunt, which was pretty good. So So 2 aggros, 2 wins. That's really quick, and they were quick wins too, which is nice. So. Hopefully we'll keep the winning train going. We'll be on a winning streak. I don't like the fact that... Okay. Even though the cancel went away, it spun forever, which is usually kind of a bad sign. So control warrior, well, there is an aggro warrior, but for the most part, it's usually control warrior. If it's aggro, we definitely want the Mountain Giant, so we're going to keep that. And he only drew one, I think. I caught it out of the corner of my eye. Well, actually, we'll keep the whole hand, because again, it's kind of the setup where if it's control, we're pretty good, because we can get the Drake out. If it's aggro, we drew into Hellfire again. So we have a really anti-aggro hand again. And that is what he's playing. So we're good again. Well, we're not good. Like, it's not a guaranteed win, but it's definitely helpful. Alright, cool. And actually, Mortal Coil and Earthring Farsi are really good in this situation. I can actually Mortal Coil and draw next turn, and then have like the maximum Twilight Drake on 4. Kind of depends what he's going here. Whenever a minion takes damage, huh? Shadow Flame's actually pretty good in this matchup too. I don't want to buff him to 4-3. I'm actually gonna draw. Alright, so another Hellfire. I'm letting this guy like not buff because I didn't want him to. So if he plays like a blade, this guy will take a damage. Okay, well he's gonna do that. Again, we need a taunt. Like taunt is what we need. So we're gonna put him out there. On 5, we have a pretty solid turn because we can Hellfire and then Mortal Coil this guy, and probably keep our Drake up. Oh yeah, now it's actually a really good turn on 5. Now it's a really well. We're gonna take an extra 4 now, which kind of stinks. We gotta make sure that won't kill us. We'll be down to 6, so it'll actually be really close to the edge. Without a taunt, I don't think we have a choice. Oh wait, yeah we do. So, as bad as it seems, blowing up the Twilight Drake and not taking the extra damage, I think is a better play here. And I also think drawing a card while I have the opportunity makes sense. So I'm going to be down to 8. Oh, 6, excuse me. How did I take... Oh, I was at 10 minus 4. Yeah. So I'm in a bad spot, especially if it's a charge. If we had charge, we lose. If we can top deck a taunt, though, we'd be in really good shape. Because we really... Oh, that's not good. Because I'm going to take 3. Yeah, we really need a taunt. We can get a... Oh, no, I don't have enough mana to get around it. Oh, what a play. What a card. Alright, so... Yeah, Warrior doesn't have any direct spells, so... That was a really good top deck. So we'd have to have Whirlwind double execute to win here. Or Brawl. Alright. So my 9-9 won the Brawl, though, which is probably the best thing that could have happened. Because he's not going to be able to do anything. Also, I can create another 9-9 next turn, which would put him in within lethal range, so that is what I'm going to do. The odds of him having another Brawl are slim to none. And actually dropping that Voidwalker, if he did have another Brawl, is actually, now that I think about it, a really bad decision. So, oh, did he top deck it? Oh, 5-3, okay. Does he have Brawl? No, okay, we're safe. We win. That was interesting that he killed that guy, but... Alright, cool. So we got through another aggro match. These are probably not matches we're supposed to win, but if we keep drawing Mullen Giants, and get lucky like that, we're going to keep winning. so that was another lucky win. Alright, so 3 in a row. We're going to gain bonus stars for each win in this win streak now, which is good. So hopefully the train keeps it rolling. Maybe we can get to like rank 10 or something today. Again, I'm going to assume aggro. Yeah, he only drew 1. So I'm going to assume aggro. Ironbeak Owl is only good if he's playing the 0-4, but every other card against aggro is good. Like having the taunt ready for the Molten Giant is probably really solid. Also, we drew another Hellfire. So the RNG gods of these starting hands, while we're mulliganing... Yes, okay, there we go. So while we are mulliganing for the correct hands, we're getting really, really good hands. There's just no way around it. So we're not looking to play like normal Handlock. So it's actually okay on, well, yeah, on 3 to probably coin into the Earthring Farseer. Well. Actually, it's probably better to draw and then coin the Twilight Drake on 3. And then, depending on what he does, we can. There's different ways I can clear the board at that point. Alright, so we ended up life tapping, which is interesting. Yeah, so I'm going to take 6 here. Yeah. Which is going to put us at a point where we can, on 4, Shadow Flame, Mountain Giant. Oh, wait. Well, on 4 we can Shadow Flame or Hellfire, depending on how much damage we can take. And then on 5 we can Molten Giant, Defender of Argus, and basically just win the game. But we definitely do need a minion to come out this turn. So. Also, we do have the option to Defender of Argus, the Drake, which wouldn't be terrible either. Especially with Sunfury Protector coming out. It gives us another taunt option, which actually helps a lot. Because we're still going to have 9 health if we Defender of Argus this guy as opposed to this guy, so it's not that big of a deal. And right... Oh yeah. No, he couldn't get through 9, but he can get through this 8. Also, if he does all the damage to us too, we can go Molten Giant into Sunfury Protector. Yeah, so... Oh, actually now we can go Molten Giant into... Did I just lose? Oh, wow. I have 1 health. Oh, I don't. Holy crap. I didn't even see that was... Alright, so... Wow, I did not see that coming. That was for all of the good RNG we had earlier. That was sick. That sucks. Alright, well, we had to lose one ridiculous one, eventually. It's the same person. No, it's the same person. Alright, cool. Alright. So, again, probably playing aggro, so we gotta keep the Watcher and the Defender. Hopefully we'll get a... Actually, this isn't too bad, because I can go Watcher, I can go 2, 3, 4. Like, that's a pretty good curve for this deck. And then Hellfire's even solid, too. Yep. Unless he draws, which I doubt he will. Nope, of course. So yeah, we're just gonna keep playing aggro. It's over and over again. Spam matchups for days. And actually, it wouldn't be terrible not to use the Defender. I'd be surprised if he got her up. Wow. That's actually not great for him. I mean, it's not great for me either, because it's gonna stunt down some of this, but... Actually, it's not great either. I want a Hellfire on 4. So it doesn't look like I'm going to lose on 4 this game, which is good. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
You shall not pass.
I think I have to Hellfire. Like, he's only got 2 cards. If I taunt, it's only 3. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to stop more damage that way. Like, him being a 0-1 doesn't matter. Well, it's going to matter in that situation, huh? So we're just trying to get to... We're actually going to draw before... Okay, well, that's not terrible. We're actually going to be able to play a Mountain Giant next turn, which is pretty good. Oh, no, we're not, because we played a card. Never mind. It's going to be at 7. I'm dumb. We're kind of hoping for a Drake or a Molten Giant. And Molten Giant's not even that great at this point. Or a Shadow Flame wouldn't hurt either. I mean, there's cards that can help us for sure. The only problem is, like, I mean, I want to keep the Defender for the Giant, but that's 2 turns, and it's going to be delayed next turn, too. So, I mean, there's a lot of bad mojo. Did I disconnect? Okay, no. Alright, well, he lost 2 really good cards there. Also... I'm not sure if I have a choice, but I think I need to Faceless Manipulator that, and then go at his face. Yeah. Because I'm gonna die, I think, if I don't. And I can play Ancient Watcher with Defender of Argus next turn, so I'll be solid there too. So I think I'm okay. Yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, he's gonna have a tough time. Okay, got rid of that. That's fine. Ooh, Alex Strauss is actually really helpful for me. Alright, so he's gonna have a tough time getting that. He already discarded 1 Soulfire and 1 Defender of Argus. Or Argent Commander. The charged Argus Defender. Argent Commander. No, that's you. No, yeah, Argent Commander. Or Argus Commander? I don't know. Whatever. So, he can't get through that in a great way. I'm going to be able to play the Mountain Giant next turn, and then Alex Strauss the turn after. I think I'm going to want to keep clearing minions. Like, I think the best play, if he doesn't come at me, is to go here and play the Mountain Giant. The only other card I could draw that I'd play over the Mountain Giant would definitely be... Oh, wow. Oh, that's really bad for him. That's the one he didn't need to discard. Okay, it was Molten Giant, so... we'll play the Mountain Giant, then the Molten Giant, and we're going to hit his face. So actually, next turn now, if he doesn't kill me, which he's going to have trouble getting through the taunt, like, he's at 16 now, so... Alright, that's good. And yeah, he can't get through. So... It was really bad luck that he discarded the charge guy. He probably would have won, I think, if he didn't. Yeah, he definitely would have, so... It was like a 50-50 chance there for me to win, and... You know, the RNG gods smile this on again. So... So 4-1 so far, it's pretty good. Especially, I think having 75% win rate against just 5 aggro decks is probably really solid. Where this is... I think a lot better matchup for us. Alright, so this is a matchup where I don't need Hellfire. Like, this is probably Ramp or Token. I mean, Hellfire is good against Token, but we're trying to avoid that last or like combo. So this is where we want all of our big minions, and this is where we got all of our big minions. So why this matchup is good for us is because if he doesn't have like an Invinerate, if he can't Invinerate out like a huge creature on like 1 or 2, both of us are just going to kind of do nothing, and I'm going to be able to get out a giant, like a Molten Giant, and he's not going to be able to get out anything. So he has coin, which is bad. Like, going second in this matchup is so much better. But so far, we're okay. So at this point, he should realize I'm Handlock. We're hoping he doesn't have, like, Invinerate Chillin' Yeti. He did keep 1 card, and that's the card he kept. So he might have kept an Invinerate and then drew into something he could use here. We're kind of hoping to draw a Faceless Manipulator, so after we get the Molten Giant out, we can Faceless Manip it. Would be pretty sick. That's actually a pretty good draw for us too, and there's the Faceless Manipulator. So now we're going to be able to do 2 Giants on like 4 and 5, and then, or a Giant Defender, it really depends. This has to be Invinerate. I don't like, I'm pretty sure he kept Invinerate. No. Okay, this is not at all what I thought it was, so I'm very confused, but a turn 4 Mountain Giant's huge. And that's actually probably the best for us. I'm actually okay with taking that out. And the other thing is there's no like really hard removal you have to worry about in Druid. Like the Naturalize, if he's playing Naturalize, it's going to help my hand, but... So I'm hoping he goes in my face. Okay, he did. Sweet. Alright, so I'm not too worried at this point, because what I can do is I'm actually going to Defender of Argus this turn instead, and then clear this off, and hopefully not... Okay, that's fine. And losing Hellfire in this matchup is not a big deal. So now next turn I can Faceless Manipulate a 9/9, and that's going to put us like in pretty much GG range, so... it's very unlikely, like, yeah, I would say, if he has Swipe, like, he can only take down that down to a 5/9, and I'm okay with that. It's because if he has, like, the other, like, if he has another Swipe or something, like, now he's got to deal with 2 of these. He's not in a good spot. And that probably hitting me is probably better anyways. So. I can also Defender of Argus again. I'm actually 1 mana short of lethal even if he clears 1. So. Yeah, so that's what I kind of figured he was setting up was for Soulfire, which is good for us, because what we can do here to guarantee a win if he can't do 15 the next turn. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, that's okay too. So unless we draw something, oh never mind, we drew Leroy. That's game. So what I would have done if I didn't draw Leroy is I would have Defended Argus this again to make it a 10/5 and hit him so he would have been down to 3, and then I have a Hellfire through no matter pretty much what he does unless he does 12 damage to me, but he'd have to get through the 5 too, so it's unlikely that he does that too. Alright, so another win. We're now 5-1. We're on a 2-game win streak again, so this would fill up our stars. So this could potentially be Rush. I'm not even sure what Hunter plays. Like the Sunshine Hunter had a bunch of traps. Well, no, it didn't have traps. I'm going to leave the Hellfire just out of sheer fear that it might be Rush and I might have to clear the board. If it is, Molten Giant's good. But he's going to actually have, like if he has the kill commands, like I'm going to be in trouble. So he waited till... Okay, so I'm actually going to play this differently. I'm going to play this right away. Since I don't have anything in my hand that I can really wait for, I have a really, really kind of crappy hand. So he probably thinks I'm Handlock because he saw me. As soon as I drew 2, that's when he drew. So what we're hoping is that now he does not think I'm that, and it's going to confuse him for one turn. He's going to misplay his first turn, which that's not terrible for us. Another Hellfire is not great though either. I almost skipped the turn like an idiot. Another Ancient Watcher also not phenomenal. Why I say Hellfire isn't great? I mean, we already have 1 obviously, and he's probably going to look to taunt this, which will give it 2 health, which will get it away from us, I think. So even if he, like, yeah, I believe Beastmaster gives it 2. So even if he runs this in, like, he's got to run it in twice for us to have the Hellfire range after he taunts it. Sunfire Protector's okay in this situation. We're still looking for a Molten Giant or a Drake on the next turn, hopefully. I don't actually, since I played a card, I don't think I'd actually be able to play the Mountain Giant next turn. I can play Sunfury Protector, Ancient Watcher, Sunfury Protector. That is a viable play. See, that's not great for us either. Like the 4/4 is probably the worst. Okay, that's okay for us though. And I'm actually gonna just drop my whole hand here, just to get so I don't lose something I want. That's actually not great either, because again, the Hellfire, Siphon Soul's okay, but like that was not the one. I wanted to lose Siphon Soul. Or Hellfire. So that was kind of bad. But, that's what happens. Ugh. Alright, so there's the kill command, which stinks on ice for us. He's probably going to go to face, which is fine. I want to clear that because I don't want to have a taunt target. And then I'm actually going to heal myself back up. So that's not a terrible turn. Getting the heal guy is actually pretty good luck. We're actually... So, most cases we would have... Okay, that's good for us for a following turn. Which means we don't want to really take damage from the snap draw, so we're just going to let that go. Now if he taunts it, which is I'm assuming what he will do next turn, we will forego the Mountain Giant, obviously, and we will use our Siphon Soul. He's not doing what I thought he was going to do. Alright, so that's okay too. I mean, he's going to draw 2 cards, which is mildly bad for us. I would have really liked the 1 damage draw card. I mean, Hellfire is a weird play here, but I think it's the correct... No, because I'm not going to play 2. I'm actually going to play Mountain Giant and Taunt. Why I did that was because I feel like our future plays... Like, if I play Hellfire, Earthring, Farseer there, Mountain Giant is going to go to 7, and then next turn. So on 8, it'll be 6. I guess I still could have done 6 there. I guess that was probably a misplay. I probably should have got rid of the draw. Yeah, yeah, because now he's going to have all this little draw. And then if he has another Unleash the Hounds... Oh, and he has Hunter's Mark. Yeah. Alright, so that was not a smart play. Oh. So Savannah Highmane's not great for us, but now that we definitely need to siphon that soul, siphon his soul, and then take a damage off of that. Actually, we should have drew first. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, that gives 2 draws too. All right, well, we're gonna give him cards. We don't really have a choice. Now we can Hellfire next turn and just wipe his board. Again, he's gonna be able to keep drawing though, but I mean, he's got a pretty full hand. We're in actually probably a pretty terrible spot. I think we screwed up. I should have killed this and then Siphon Soul. That would have been the correct play. So that was the second big mistake I made on this game. Alright, that's not a huge deal. Neither is that, actually. So I have a Molten Giant Hellfire. That would clear the board. I could also go Leroy Hellfire. No, that would make sense. This guy had 1 less health. Alright, let's go Soulfire. And then do Mountain Giant. Then Taunt. And then I gotta get rid of this guy. That's not a great card for me to lose. And I'm actually gonna use... I want to use the banana this turn, so I'm gonna use it on him. Which actually gives me 16, 15, 16, 17, 18 damage next turn. Oh, 20. He doesn't do any damage and doesn't clear any of my board. I win? Odds of that happening, very unlikely. Alright, so 2 Unleash the Hounds. Another Hound Master. So that's 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, what? I lost. No, I didn't lose. Yes, I did. I just let him draw too much. I really screwed up the play where he double drawed, where he drew 2 when I siphoned Soul of the Lion King. That was probably the play. Oh, that play was so bad. Yeah, I screwed up. Played poorly. Alright, so hopefully another good matchup we take advantage of. We're kind of doing the opposite, like, of what we should... Well, I don't know about the Hunter matchup. The Hunter matchup was probably closer than I want it to be, but we should be trying to take advantage of, like, the Druid match. Well, we want a bunch of aggro matchups, which is actually probably really good for us. Is he gonna wait for me? I'm gonna wait for him. We can wait till the very end, I don't care. Yep, we're gonna wait till the very end. I'm gonna confirm it like 1 second. I'm gonna draw Hellfire and Shadow Flame. Yeah, he's just waiting. I think this is something you'll see more and more that they'll have to fix, especially in competitive play, because people are gonna wait to see what other people's hands are. So he either ended up never drawing, and I'm just a dick for waiting, or he waited too long.
The light protects me.
All right, I'm actually gonna play Voidwalker since you played that. This might be actually like an aggro druid, maybe. I don't know if that's a real thing, but. Could be, so we'll find out. He actually... Oh, he's gonna... It's actually probably okay that that's what he's using that on. He's not drawing from it. It's probably the best possible scenario. If he is playing Aggro Druid, now we have a Molten Giant, and we have Sun Fury Protector. And again, as we talked about last time, there's no really great removal from Druid. Yeah, he actually is playing a weird aggro style of this deck, which I don't think I've ever seen before. I'm going to be able to play the Giant on 4. Four, five, six. Yeah, okay, I can throw it. So I'm actually gonna be able to play it for 3. I'm actually gonna be able to play the giant and taunt next turn, which is pretty solid. No, that's not right. I'm just gonna be able to play giant. All right, so he's playing. Hopefully, he doesn't have inventory. Okay, cool. He's playing token druid. So we're just gonna play the giant this turn because that's all we can really play. We actually can coin out the Sunfury Protector, so we're actually gonna do that. That's actually probably a good play. Because I can still play the giant the next turn, and this is gonna stop some of the damage that's gonna come at us. Alright, so him untaunting that isn't great for us, but it's not like the end of the world, so we're probably okay still. Especially since we just picked up a Defender of Argus. Yeah, I think we have to, again, try to stop the damage. We definitely have to get rid of... We definitely have to get rid of her, no matter what. Next turn, we also have a pretty big play where we can go Ancient Watcher, Shadowflame, and clear the board. And then we also have, for 6, we have Molten Giant, and we do have Mountain Giant 2 if we decide to play that for 5. We'll have 2 mana left over. Alright, well that's pretty good for us because we don't want him to use those on the tokens. And that's actually really good for us now. He's going to have to still run 2 into this guy and then 1 in this guy. He's actually not even going to be able to clear both taunts. Oh wait, yes he is. Where's my math here? Alright, so he goes for face again. It kind of... Oh, 6. Yeah. So, I can actually clear the board, which is what I'm going to do. It would have been better if I could have done it with this guy. But I don't think I have a choice. Yeah. I want to Shadow Flame through. I still have Molten Giant in my back pocket, and I can also use Siphon Soul, so I'm in a pretty good spot. Like if he plays some giant minion, like, all right, so that's mildly annoying, but that's okay too. All right, so he's trying to load up the combo. Which on 8, he needs 1 more mana to do it. So if he has Invenerate, let's see, the combo is 2 plus 2. It's 12, right? It's 12 plus 2. So it'd be 14. So I'm actually going to Siphon Soul to make sure he can't do it. It does slow down the Mountain Giant, but I mean, really, if he's got the combo, we need to stop that from happening. We really, really want to draw a taunt. That's our best case scenario. And he already burned through 2 of them, though, so there's only 2 left in the deck. So really it's a less than a 10% chance. Or no, it's more than 10%. It's like maybe 1 out of 17. It's like a... Alright, so, well, there's another token. So he's still trying to generate tokens, so he still might be trying to... And it looks like he's still trying to pop the combo. We might lose this turn, actually. But this is our best play. If he does have the combo in those 3 cards, I believe we lose. Oh no, actually I think he's 1 short. I really still need a taunt. 10. Because I only have 20... Oh, wait, no. 12, 20, 5, 20... I have 25. Well, I'll be 1 damage short. Because I have 12 here, and then 8, which is 20, and then 25. Which is a total bummer. So I guess I'll have to keep clearing the board. Oh, he does have it. Did I lose? Did I do the math wrong? No, he's 1 short, right? However, I'm going to be 1 short, which is a total bummer. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Did he top deck it too? A perfect top deck again. I think he top decked it. I wish I don't have it on. Oh my god. Yeah, we needed a taunt. I never drew one. I guess I could have drew for one, but man, that's just bad luck. He had the perfect 3 cards in his hand to do the exact amount of damage. And he didn't draw at all, so he still had about 20 cards in his deck. If I had 16 after that, and I had been life tapping, and he hadn't drawn at all. Like, that's just sad matchup. Alright, Mortal Coil against the Priest really doesn't do anything. Mountain Giant we want to keep. Fenrir of Argus we want to keep. No, we don't. We actually, the card we want to draw the most is Twilight Drake in this matchup. That is, okay, there we go, cool. And the only thing you gotta watch out for, though, when you play Handlock versus Priest, when they have the Twilight Drake, oh, I just discarded you, is that if you taunt it, you don't want to use Defender of Argus, because then it puts it into range of Shadow Word Death, and that's really bad for you. I discarded you, too! Alright, so we're going to get a really early Mountain Giant, like a turn 4 Mountain Giant. Alright, Thought Steal. Okay, so this is... There was a Maz played a match in... Oh, crap. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Whoops, gotta play Voidwalker. If I didn't play Voidwalker, I would have burned cards, so... Oh, we gotta play it there. Where he played against Priest. It was Priest versus Handlock. And what happened was he ended up thought stealing all of like the really important Handlock cards, and it was a total bummer. All right, so we're gonna do our play here. Is we're hoping. Okay, there's certain cards we're hoping to lose. This one we can lose. This one we can lose. The Ancient Watcher's probably okay to lose. We don't want to lose the taunts. Hellfire's okay to lose. We don't want to lose the taunts, the Twilight Drake, or Alexstrasza. That's perfect. That doesn't hurt us in any way, shape, or form. Alright, so Shadow Word Pain, I would assume, is what we're going to run into here. Yep. Or Death, excuse me. So that's one removal. Okay, that was one of his draws. So if he drew that against us, but if he's not playing like a taunt or anything, we're actually not really scared of that. So that's not a big deal. And this one he can't remove. So if he thought steal a taunt and that's really like just poor luck again. And again, like I was saying before, you really have to watch out what your defender to Argusing this matchup, because we don't want to put that guy in Shadow Word Pain unless we're trying to bait out a Shadow Word Pain, which is completely fine actually in that case. Alright, so he's gonna actually pump that guy up. So he's a 4/9, which, I mean, isn't terrible for us. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna drop. We're gonna drop. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're gonna see if we get any of our important cards. All right, not particularly. We're actually gonna drop both Ancient Watchers and then face. We drop both Ancient Watchers because actually they're just kind of burning holes in our hand. Like, we want as many cards as we do, but we don't want to start discarding cards. Also, we can activate it using Iron Beak Owl by just silencing one of these. And actually, again, it's a 4-mana card, which Priest has a lot of issue with, so we won't be able to do anything with it. Also, we have Alexstrasza in our hand, so if we take a lot of damage, we're not too worried about it. Plus, we have the combo right here where we have 12 damage, so if we can get him down to 12, we're going to be in good shape. So we're going to do, if we do 8 next turn, and he doesn't heal. Oh, wow, he Hellfired it? Alright. So one of the ways you can get around these is Hellfire. Oh, what the? Oh, wow, he's removing everything? That's very interesting to me that he did that. I'm going to draw to see what I get. I didn't... Alright, so I got my second Faceless Manipulator. So I know I said that playing Defender of Argus on a Twilight Drake is really bad, but it's gonna give us the only chance to remove this, so we're actually gonna do it here. And if it does, he's only got 5 cards in his hand, and if it does bait the next Shadow Word Death, anytime we draw a Mountain Giant or then a Molten Giant for the later game, they're gonna be safe. Also, Alexstrasza will be safe too, so. Oh wow, drew the other Holy Fire. So this guy's top decking pretty hard on us, but we're actually okay still. Because we can Alexstrasza him down to 15 in 1 turn. So we're not too worried about it. That was a really, really, really crappy draw for us. 6, 7. We have 9. We're actually going to take a chance and draw. And we took a good chance. So, Shadow Word Pain this turn on this card would actually not be too bad for us. Alright. That's going to be mildly... Okay, that's actually okay. Because what we can do now... Oh, we can do a lot here. We can Faceless Manipulate... How do I want to do this? I gotta make sure I do this the right way. We can Faceless Manipulate this guy. And then do... Defender of Argus. And then actually hit him in his face. And then actually deal 3 here. So as long as it didn't hit that Mountain Giant last turn, we were really good. That could have hit either one. We probably would have hit... Okay, that's actually not bad either. Okay, we win. It doesn't matter. I mean, we have so much damage right now. Like, we have the full Leroy combo too. Well, not the full one, but we have a lot of damage. I think we have a lot. Yeah, we have a lot of damage. Yeah, it's bad manner a little bit. Wait, I got 2 right? Yeah. Well, no, just in case we do something stupid, we'll just go to space. So I played a decent amount of Priest like a long time ago, and the nerf to Mind Control I think was actually probably one of the worst nerfs that were ever put in the game. There was a talk at GDC that I actually got to go to about design principles in Hearthstone, and they talked about how they changed, not because it was OP, they changed it because people didn't like it, and they weren't having fun with it. I'm actually, okay, so I believe this is actually the same guy from 2 games ago. I could be totally wrong, but we have Mountain Giants and we have Leroy. I think if we can get going, we can get the combo off on 9, maybe? So I'm going to actually keep the combo. This is more of an experimental game. I don't know if this is going to work or not. This is also a game, since we don't have Twilight Drake, where we can be really greedy and coin into a draw. Because having coin isn't going to help anywhere here. Except, well, maybe on 8 we could have played the Leroy combo instead. But, whatever. So, I don't think this is the same guy. Well, it could be. He had a lot of small cards and tokens, though. Okay, well, now I wish I would have kept the coin, but what you gonna do? C'est la vie. And actually on 3, Earthring Farseer isn't terrible, because it's still gonna make the Mountain Giant on 4. I think that's what I'm actually gonna do. Right, because I'm gonna draw and have 3, yeah. So losing a card is gonna keep that out for 4. Yeah. Well, it negates a lot of the work he just did on his first 3 hands. And actually the cards that I drew. Negates all the work he did. Alright, that doesn't bother us too much because obviously you have a 4-5. We have an 8-8. I'm gonna start going in his face. We have the full 10 mana Leroy combo for 20 damage, but I'm assuming he has taunts and stuff. So I mean, there's still a long way to go in this game. Alright, that I don't care about. Alright, so he's gonna wrath that, that's fine. So Twilight Drake isn't great in this matchup because it can get silenced, but on this turn we have enough for a Twilight Drake and then the taunt. So that'll, even if it does silence it, it'll keep at least 2 hits off him. So then we're gonna do 18. So we're almost in the range of the entire Leroy combo too, and we can get him down to 6 like right away. We can just go at his face. Actually, if we on turn 5 we can get him down to 10 because we have that part of it. We can go at his face. Actually, next turn. All right. So there's the thing I was talking about. But what he's gonna have to do here in order to get at him. This is why this card was actually huge in this scenario. He's gonna have to go here, unless he's got something in his hand. Nope, he actually has to do it. So then he has to use this guy to kill this guy, which actually puts him in the range of Mortal Coil, which is actually a really good trade for me. Not a really good trade, but a halfway decent trade. So we're in a Mortal Coil. To a Mountain Giant. Alright, so next turn we're going to do here is we're going to put out the Watcher. Yeah, because I'm still a little short of damage. I have 18. And then we're only going to taunt the Watcher just in case he has Black Knight, Death Knight, Death Knight, Death Knight, Death Knight. So you can Death Knight taunts, and we don't want him to Death Knight this guy. We want him to Death Knight this guy. And if he does Death Knight this guy, he still can't lose. He still can't kill this guy, so it's basically a win. That actually is mildly upsetting because we don't have a Faceless Manipulator. However, we can. All right, so oh, we do have a Faceless Manipulator. I mean, we don't have a Siphon Soul. What we can do, which is really just going to mess this guy up, is we can... Oh, wait. No, that won't work. Oh, we can silence it. Oh, duh. Holy crap, Eric. Alright. Alright, almost screwed that up. We found it. That was not the same guy from before. That was a Ramp Druid deck and he didn't get any beginning cards. Alright, so we got a win there. Ah! We'll probably lose this one. This is our... So we're really hoping this isn't the aggro deck. We're actually... This is another one you have to wait to see, because potentially it could be aggro, right? But probably not. So he's probably going to draw, trying to get... If he's playing Miracle Rogue, you draw in this... If it's not aggro, you draw to get Gadgetzins and... Azure Drakes. Mountain Giant would actually... Mountain Giant Sunfree Protector, if that was an aggro rogue, which is actually mildly popular now, would actually be pretty good. But we're assuming it's not an aggro rogue since Miracle Rogue is so popular. So I guess we're just going to wait each other out. I'm actually going to... He might have just hit... Okay, no he didn't. He's actually looking at his hand now. I'm actually going to replace everything. We're assuming it's... Oh god. He didn't draw anything. That is actually aggro, probably, which is going to be really sad. We have Hellfire, though, which is okay. We did drop the Mountain Giant, which is mildly upsetting. Yep, it's aggro. So we actually probably wanted to keep that last hand that we dropped. 2 Twilight Drakes isn't too bad. We really wish we would have went second with 2 Twilight Drakes, so we could have coined one out on 3. We're really looking for that Molten Giant. Hallelujah! Alright, cool. So on 4, obviously we're going to put out the Twilight Drake. I don't know what he would be putting out for 4 mana. So this might not be like totally aggro. That's really a strange card. But we got the Twilight Drake out, so. Next turn we can taunt it, and actually the taunt, like, we would probably want to taunt the Maulin Giant, but taunting this will make it so, oh my god, he's like a ramp, and he's actually ramping on perfect curve. Alright, that's okay though. So we can taunt, so we're going to stop. Well, that looks really juicy. Oh, it looks so juicy. I really need to taunt and stop as much damage as possible. Like, stopping 10 damage is that, or 7 now, is this entire board. And I can still play the Molten Giant. I can play the Mountain Giant next turn. Alright, that's really, really bad. Because that was my taunt. It actually might be safer to Siphon Soul next turn on the Yeti. Unless we draw a taunt. Or actually... Oh, wow. Alright, so... The play here is not beautiful. Not at all. It's actually really scary. That, however, is okay. Alright. We're just trying to get through 2 more turns so we can bring our health total back up to 6 to 15. Or get 2 giants down so we can drop his to 15. The Switch Swamp Ooze does not bother us, obviously. However, that is mildly upsetting. Alright. So we need to preserve life. Oh, wow. But we're going to get 3 either way, and we can't use both. So we gotta get rid of the damage from this guy. Unless we want to put down... No, we have to take him out. Well, hold on. No, because I want to do damage to his face, I think. No, I don't, do I? I want to preserve, I think. So I think I can outlast, so instead of actually doing Siphon Soul, I took... Oh, that might be 5, that might be 7. Yes, it is. If he has a prep, we lose. Or... Oh, man. Or Blade Fury in his hand, or something, anything along that nature. Man, we are 1 mana short. Well, or not Blade Fury, that actually won't work. So if he has direct damage, he has Assassin's Blade, we lose. Oh, wait. Oh, he has... Wait, no, we won. Wow. That's ridiculous. Oh. That was close. Oh, that was our win streak. Nice. I forgot we were on a win streak. Alright, cool. Alright. So hopefully this should be one of our better matchups. Again, okay, so we have Mountain Giant and Twilight Drake, which means we only need to draw 1. I don't really need the Shadow Flame. And this Iron Beak Owl, if he is playing ramp, is actually good to get rid of the taunts for like later turns. So that's not too bad either. This is not one of the times I'm being greedy and coin, because I can put out Twilight Drake earlier. I gotta do Twilight Drake taunt, so I'm pretty okay with that. Okay, so he is ramp, which, I mean, that's like his best start too. So, I mean, this should be, the wall that, okay. This should actually be a pretty interesting game. I probably won't actually coin out. It depends on his turn. Okay, I'm gonna coin out the. Well, now I have Molten Giants in our hand. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I'd have to not do anything. All right. It's actually gonna delay stuff, but getting the 4-8 out to match his 4-5 is probably pretty good. And then I can taunt and then hit it next turn and get rid of it. Which is going to keep the Molten Giant at 5, so then on 5 I can play the Molten Giant. Okay, actually, we definitely want to get rid of that. I still want to buff him up though, so if he has to run this guy into him, he has to use the full complement. Plus he'll have to get 1 more damage. So he could have like a Wrath to take it out, but that's fine too. And again, we'll be able to play Mountain Giant next turn, and then taunt the Mountain Giant the turn after that. Or actually, we probably Faceless Manipulator the Mountain Giant the turn after that, and then taunt it. It really all depends. I'm not sure how long the music was out, but so he's probably gonna do 1 and draw. Yeah, he's looking for swipe probably, if I had to guess, and he didn't get it. So for 4 mana, he could play another one of those, or he could just go for my face. Ooh, actually that's so he's gonna be on 8 mana next turn, which is starting to become a real problem. All right, so another Faceless Manipulator. All right, so we're gonna be able to drop the Giant. The only positive to him having 8 mana is that, I mean, he only has 6 cards. The worst card he could have for us right now is the 5/5 draw 2 cards, because him getting more cards in his hand, that's how we're gonna lose this game. We have 10 damage going at him next turn. That's why I think Faceless Manipulator is probably a better play, and to drop it in between these two guys, and then deal 8, and then have 16 set up. Deal 10 for 19, and have 16 set up for next turn, plus that, so 18. So he'd be like 1 away from lethal the next turn. If he doesn't clear either of these two guys, he'll probably have a way to get rid of this. Alright, that doesn't hurt us very much at all. Neither does that. Unless he taunts him. Okay, that's cool. So he's gonna drop that. Alright, Siphon Soul is really good too for this thing here. I'm able to do 8 and then set up 16 for next turn. So if he doesn't taunt, and we have ways to get rid of taunts, right? So we have the Iron Beak Owl can drop a taunt, we have Siphon Soul can drop a taunt, and he only has 4 damage on the board, even though he has 9 mana. So I'm not too scared. Cenarius would be probably mildly upsetting because he'd have 2 taunts on the board, but we can get around Cenarius. Like, we can Siphon Soul Cenarius and kill both the taunts, so it's not a terrible for us. Alright, so that's... Alright, so he's actually going to clear 1 away. Problem for him is that he doesn't know that I can just make another one, which sucks for him. Now I'm looking for Leroy maybe still? No, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to be able to make another one and put him within lethal. And he doesn't have enough damage on the board to actually kill me, or to kill this guy, so he's going to have to find 2 damage to a minion in his hand. Which, for that deck, it's not terribly hard, but it's probably not what he wants to waste on a Mountain Giant. This also puts us really close to Leroy. Like, if I hit him with 8, he's going to be down to 6, and then I have Siphon Soul and Iron Beak Owl to get rid of cards. Alright, so he's going to use the charge. He's going to use the combo, it looks like, to get rid of all... Oh wow, he doesn't have the other... So I'm still going to get 8 through, it looks like? Yeah. So with Leroy we win. He's actually probably trying to set up the combo. So what we're going to do is we are going to Siphon Soul. And then Taunt. Because, like, we want to make sure he doesn't get off that combo again. To kill us. Even though that is, like, a very scaredy play. It's not terrible. Oh, and there's the Black Knight. Wow. Alright, so that actually didn't work for us at all. And we are 1 mana shorter of where we want to be. We do get to heal again though, so we're still not totally scared of the combo. Oh man, and we have double Hellfire next turn? So we have a bunch of outs actually. Like, we draw a Soulfire, we're good. And we know we can't get through the taunts. Potentially he again could have the combo, but if he leaves anything up on the board without healing, we win. Okay, that's fine. Oh, never mind, he healed. That's not fine. Actually, if he goes at me, he loses. He didn't. I think that's actually enough. 6 plus 68. Oh no, I'm short mana though. I'm actually gonna draw. Alright, that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna drop this. And then. So we're within 7. Again, we're looking for a taunt. Or Leroy, Soulfire. Will win. At this point, if he doesn't kill these 3 creatures here, we win. So we're in pretty good shape. Again, and we're still shutting down the combo, which is the biggest thing. Because even if he gets the combo, he's going to have to run him into here. Okay, so now he's going to... Oh. See, this is why we saved the R&B Cowl. We still win in this situation. But, like, if we couldn't get through this, we wouldn't win. Oh, actually we would, so it doesn't matter, but... Yeah, we'll just do it. But, not that it mattered, but... Because we drew another out, but... Alright, so that's a good win too. We get up to 11. I'm trying to stop the rocking thing because it's really distracting when you watch this stream, but it's just like, I want to rock. So we're at 12 right now, or we're at 11? We're at 11. Ah, cool. So 2 wins, we can get to 10. That'd be pretty cool, but I think I'm just going to play till I lose. It's the same guy? No, okay. Same S-Druid, just different S-Druid. Alright. So none of these cards are really helpful, even though we just won the game with double Hellfire. Not very good in the start. The old start in hand. We're going to assume this guy is a ramp. We're also going to assume that he only drew 1 card, so we're sad. We do have the R&B Cowl again, which was like a pretty solid play for us last turn. Oh, not good. We're actually going to keep the coin just in case that we do draw like the Twilight Drake. So he innovated out oh wow, this is not ramp. This is like a spell power deck. Very interesting. We're gonna draw again. Alright, so there's our turn 3 Twilight Drake. So the heart of the cards pays off for the team. Which is good. Yeah, so this is an aggro deck. This is a straight up aggro deck. This is very interesting. It's probably got some spell mixed in too if he's got Blood Mage. We're really looking for taunts now, actually. Ooh. Actually, we're gonna get rid of Blood Mage Thalanos. And then coin out. It does really slow down our Mountain Giant, but it also gives us like board presence, which I think we need in this case. And we can still play the Twilight Drake next turn for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to be a 7, so to be a 4-8, which is really going to help us in this matchup. We're still hoping for taunts, too. And that's okay. I mean, it's not great for us, man, but we stopped direct damage to our face. Alright, so we're going to... Alright. So we have the Twilight Trick out, so we can start clearing things. Like, we'll go here first. And then next turn, we can play the Mountain Giant. We didn't play Mountain Giant, like, Soulfire. Okay, well, that is the downside of this deck. But, alright, so we are going to get Mountain Giant out, and we are going to Soulfire this. Earthring Farseer, we probably wanted to keep it because of the, like, heal potential. Like, that's our last heal, which is now gone. But he is out of... Did we just lose? No, we didn't just lose. We took a lot of damage, though. Oh, he's going to actually remove it. Wow. That is not the play I saw coming. Not at all. It does, however, leave us with not many options here. That's actually our only real play because we haven't drawn a Molten Giant, which sucks. So he's probably gonna coin into this. I mean, he could have a second one of those. Oh my god, is he? No, okay, he's drawing. That's actually bad for us too because like the way we would have won is whittled down all of his cards. So that was actually a really good play to remove the Giant last turn. We are gonna have to start healing though. Okay, that's wow, not great either. We do want to keep a taunt for the Giants too. And if he has any part of that combo, we lose. This really looks like a turn where I have to go Sun Fury into Defender of Argus. Wow. That is a very hurtful turn. It hurt my soul. It had to be done. We're actually in a pretty terrible spot, because even if I draw a Mountain Giant now, like, I can't taunt it. Wow. So he's like does he actually have a ramp deck that he just like... He does, and he just aggroed the crap out of me. Wow. There's like no way we were gonna beat this. Whoa, or is there a way? Alright, so we siphon that soul. We need to not discard Alexstrasza. If he has the... Like, oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. We could have got back up to 15. Oh my lord. We would have been so close. We're 1 mana short of like anything I want to do too. Five, 6, 7. I can kill it, but I can't get rid of the second part of it. Total Vollmer, man. Like I can do this into this into this, but the draw card just fucked everything up. That was just bad luck. I don't like. It was a ramp deck that played like an aggro deck. Alright, I think that's it. It's going to be a shorter stream today. We went 13 to 11, which isn't terrible in like an hour and 20 minutes. So, one thing I did do over the weekend on my vacation was I set up the Eden Esports Club's YouTube channel. And it now has the last 3 days, and it'll have this day on it, and I'm actually going to start doing highlights on the Twitch channel, and I'm gonna try to do some highlights for the YouTube channel, and then submit the plays. So stuff to kind of get everything to get more exposure. I'm pretty sure the turn 4 double power overwhelming I'm going to totally put up, because that was like turn 4 turn 4 lethal with 2 power overwhelmings. I think it was like 17 damage lethal with aggro with 4 minions. So that's it. I hope if anyone ends up watching this later that they enjoyed it, because no one's watching it now. And that's it. So peace out.